sunny, 65 degrees, we thought a relaxing tootle around a local lake would be the ideal way to celebrate Memorial Day weekend 2020. School Lake is one of several large glacial-carved kettle lakes located in Maple City. It's part of the Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore. In fact, at almost 200 acres, it's the largest lake within the national park's boundary. As you can see, a small creek connects School Lake to another lake called Bass Lake. School Lake is wide, but it's not very deep. The majority is no deeper than 6 feet. There's a well-maintained boat launch in the northeast corner of the lake, but it's only for rowboats, kayaks, and canoes. No motors, gas or electric, are permitted on School or Bass Lake. What's really interesting is the small cove in the southwest corner of the lake. It's almost like a pond, and it's 20 feet deep. This is actually the deepest part of the lake. And it's where Jennifer and I spent the majority of our day, surrounded by turtles, snakes, frogs, loons, even some bald eagles. You might expect a kayak trip on a Leelanau County inland lake to be tranquil and quiet. It's not. Noise is a constant. We were surrounded by hundreds upon hundreds of frogs, eager to mate. Jennifer noticed the turtles first. I was too busy not catching fish.
Frog went away.
All along the shore, painted turtles of all sizes sunned themselves. The painted turtles didn't seem to mind us at all. That is, until we tried to catch a few for closer inspection. All the painteds passed on the opportunity. Soon, a much larger, much grumpier turtle caught Jennifer's attention.
What's that?
Wait, it is.
Probably. I bet it is.
Hey, bird. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Is he coming up?
So big.
Oh, big snapper.
He's huge.
Whoa.
For a brief moment, the
Yes.
snapper actually turned its back to us. Jennifer could see its tail. I contemplated going in, but in 4 feet of water, with a bottom comprised mostly of muck and decomposing leaf litter, I thought better of my chances. Still, our brief encounter with this old snapper was impressive. And then there was this odd pairing.
Well, what we're looking at here is a northern water snake sunbathing with a painted turtle. I can't, oh, our water snake's gonna say adios. Well, maybe he just needed to cool off. Maybe he's not totally hitting the road. Painted turtle's here to stay, though. Well, let's watch this water snake a little bit longer. And it's actually kind of rare to see two reptiles so close together like this. I mean, you'll see a lot of turtles on a log, but I don't see a snake with a turtle all that often. Well, one of the reasons it's kind of rare is they kind of compete for the same stuff. The worms, the leeches, small fish, the bugs. Both of these critters will eat those things. Of course, why are they on the log? Well, they're cold-blooded. They need to warm up. We have a beautiful Memorial Day, Saturday, 65-degree day. Out here on School Lake in Leelanau County, they're just hanging out. And so am I. And so is Mrs. Simons. She's right behind me.
And then this pair as well.
Well, Mrs. Simons and I are still out here on School Lake. And I'm slowly passing by a nest. And there's 2 eggs in there. And while we've been hanging out, there's this loon that's been hanging out with us too. put two and two together, and this is the loon nest. I even Googled the eggs to make sure that those are loon eggs. We've got 2 loon eggs. A parent, I don't know if it's the mother or father out there. And 2 big brown loon eggs. Really cool. We've seen all kinds of nature today. The only thing we haven't seen yet is a fish. I've been trying.
After several hours, we realized it was time to go. But there was one more host that we had to say goodbye to. One that caused me to kind of play detective.
Well, it's not every day I go out and catch dead fish, but there's a couple of really cool things about this pike. This is a dead pike. And when we came in, I saw it, and it was whole. And we saw a bald eagle. So I'm thinking maybe the bald eagle took a big bite out of his rear end there. More importantly, if I'm playing detective, the northern pike is the apex predator of the lake. That means it doesn't have anything really that eats it. It does all the eating. And it's greedy and it has a huge appetite. And what this northern pike tried to do was eat a huge bluegill. Looks like a pumpkin seed. It's a panfish for sure. And it was too big. He was too greedy. And it eventually killed him. And you just don't see this all the time. But when you do, you gotta get a picture. You gotta document these things because nature is so cool. Check that out. It's a big bluegill too.
This adventure, along with all of our prior Leelanau outdoor adventures, reminded us that when you get outdoors, you are sure to learn something new, and it's most certainly not going to be a part of your original plan.
Snapper.